Should you draft Jalen Waddle in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. So a duck waddled up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any deep balls?" And the two high safeties running the stand said, "No, fuck you. Also, we're killing your quarterback." And that's basically how Jalen Waddle's season went last year. Jalen Waddle finished last year as the wide receiver 48, and despite being drafted as a third-round pick, and he's currently going as the wide receiver 30 and the 55th overall player. Waddle is, I think for Waddle to be good, a lot of things out of his control have to happen. First, Tua needs to be healthy. If Tua is not healthy, we're going to Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson. Gross. Please don't do that. Second of all, I think this offense needs to adapt. Two high safeties last year cut off the deep ball and basically forced the passing game to shift to Devon Achane dump-offs and short passes to Jonnu Smith. I think Mike McDaniels, who I think is on the hot seat and needs to innovate in order to keep his job, needs to get this offense back to getting a little more of that zoomy 2023 vibes, paying 70 points on the Broncos and make them want to kill themselves kind of vibe. Now, I do think that there is a chance we hopefully we get back to that. Also, Jonnu Smith is out of town now. Jonnu Smith, a week ago from when I'm recording this, was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I think that really opens up the door for both Waddle and Tyreek Hill, because you're losing that check down, short pass kind of option where if you want to use your tools correctly, you're going to have to try and get the deep ball open, or you're going to have to start using Waddle and Tyreek Hill in that short pass kind of way. And I don't know if they'll ever get back to the 2023 Dolphins we knew, but I do think that they're going to. Waddle's good. Waddle's very talented, and they should be utilizing him to his greatest success. Listen, Waddle's he's just a weird guy, because I feel like a lot of what he needs to succeed are out of his control. But if you look at his past 2 years, when this offense isn't a complete disaster like last year, we're looking at 15 points per game, 12th, which is 12th overall in points per game. That was a weird year. And then 14 points per game, which was 21st overall in points per game. So we're looking at a wide receiver 2 in points per game, which is, where he's going as the 30th wide receiver off the board. That is a wide receiver 3. So I think Waddle could easily jump from a wide receiver 3 to a wide receiver 2 value if everything breaks right for him. And I think that the Dolphins are going to need to rely on Waddle and Hill if they want to be a good team, and if Mike McDaniel wants to keep his job. So I have high hopes for Waddle. I do think that there's plenty of risk that he just isn't good. He is still a wide receiver 2, and he's still on a team with Tyreek Hill and a team that got its ass kicked last year. But I do think there's some upside. I'm giving him a grade of B-.